right, so here's the former UFC interim welterweight champion Colby Covington, and whether he's banging on the Brazilians or going at fans on Twitter, there's a lot that encompasses this total package of Colby Covington. He's a hell of a fighter.
But ultimately, it's about the fighting, and the fighting ability is what has carried Colby to such a great start in his UFC career. A former champion, a guy that's been in there with the very best of the division, and when he's been in there, he's been able to get his hand raised. I always go back to the Rafael Dos Anjos fight, and I watch Colby put a pace on him that Dos Anjos, who is also known for his cardio, could not keep. It was inspiring to watch, and if you know Colby before fighting, you know that he trains as hard as anybody in the world to try to accomplish the goal.
All right, DC, here is Kamaru Usman back on the proving ground here tonight, and even dating to the Ultimate Fighter back in 2015. You got the sense pretty early on that we were looking at somebody special. He was able to cap it with a UFC championship. He's back on the road here tonight.
He has this undying belief in himself. He believes that through hard work, all the results will show, and they have for Kamaru Usman. From the pace and pressure he put on Dos Anjos to the pace and pressure he put on Woodley, he shows now, and in those fights, why he's one of the best fighters in the welterweight division.
And he's really coming into his own when it comes to his striking. Certainly he's had a lot of standard influences in his ear. Henry Hooft, of course, Greg Jones on the wrestling side. Kamaru Usman, as he put it way back in the day, is a real problem. Ready to make another major statement here tonight. Our tale of the tape for this welterweight championship fight. We send it inside the octagon. The veteran voice is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC welterweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Colby Chaos Covington. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, Kamaru, the Nigerian Nightmare Usman.
Herb Dean, our referee for this one.
Ready.
All right, the Nigerian Nightmare, Kamaru Usman, chasing further greatness tonight. And even after beating Colby Covington at UFC 245 and then UFC 268, he was not blind to the fact that this chapter still wasn't closed yet.
No, you can tell, right? When you're a champion, you recognize a guy for who he is and who he's going to be in your career for a long time. Usman was aware that he will not be done with Colby Covington. Colby's so good in every facet of fighting that he gets past most. Unfortunately, he has not been able to do that with Usman, but Usman is one of the greatest welterweights of all time and easily one of the greatest fighters in UFC history.
Usman's in half guard. Crazy accuracy and efficiency with these ground and pound strikes here, and if you're the opponent, you got to intelligently defend or the referee's going to stop it.
You got to defend, but you see him now starting to gain posture, and the intensity at which he's throwing these ground strikes is starting to improve. It's starting to elevate because he knows that he can get the finish.
Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now.
He's got to be careful here.
Oh, staying busy from top position. He lands another ground strike there.
Oh, nice right hand by the champ, yeah.
All right, so yet another ground and pound strike lands right there, DC.
He's getting very active now that he knows he can land these strikes.
Usman's right back to the full mount. All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
Good jab there by the champion.
Keep moving.
Right into side mount.
Getting the mount here.
Well, we'll see who has the edge here as they get back to their feet after a pretty engaged battle there on the ground.
And both of these guys should feel pretty satisfied because they both had their moments and they both showed true skill on the ground.
Hook to the head lands flush there by Covington.
He's got to throw that kick behind those punches.
All right, so a near perfect entry there, and finally he gets his first takedown of the fight, and they say if at first you don't succeed, try again, was able to get him down there.
Persistence pays, and that's what we saw with this young man. Over and over, he shot for takedowns, he tried to mix it up, and he got defended. But eventually, he got it done. Now, what does he do with this top control?
Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Usman.
Another strike gets through from the top position.
All right, so the big storyline in this one, the Nigerian Nightmare, Kamaru Usman, the wrestling's on point, and the ground and pound going on as well.
You know, these skills are...
Attempting a choke now.
Yep, that gets you deep.
Covington's got his back now. Beautiful transition to get the dominant position. Oh, lands with the ground and pound strike. Another ground and pound strike lands. The ground strikes continue to pile up. All right, we'll see if he can apply pressure inside his opponent's guard here, DC.
And there you go, again, half guard.
Lands with the ground and pound here. Another ground and pound strike gets home.
Oh, right into mount.
While landing several strikes here from the top, standing over his opponent. Good work here by Covington. All right, so he can't get it here. Again, good awareness by the defensive fighter. Oh, now looking to posture up, and he lands a big head strike. Nicely done there by Covington.
All right, posture up. Hey, stay in control, posture up.
He's got to start throwing now. Using a lot of good movement.
Seconds remain in the round. Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Covington. Oh, his ground and pound is on full display here tonight. 5 minutes in the books.
Okay, you lost that one, okay? You lost it. Your wrestling is not looking good. Right, you gotta set up your shots, your telegraphing.
All right, DC, let's look at some of the highlights from the last round. Lot for the replay guys to choose from.
Yeah, man, these guys stood on a quarter in the middle of the octagon. Take one to give one. Over and over, each guy landed, and they both landed very well over the course of that first round.
Round 2 now. Kamaru Usman versus Colby Covington. All right, here we go with our next round, and how about the striking display in that previous round? He found a lot of openings upstairs, and when we sat down with him on Thursday, he said this dude doesn't move his head, and largely that's how it's played out.
That's exactly how he thought it would be, and it's exactly what he's seeing early in the fight. Opponent's not moving his head, and he's more than happy to connect over and over with those one-twos.
Good, solid strike on the ground. Another ground and pound strike lands. Oh, nice shot landed from the bottom.
Knee on belly. Big right hook there by the champ.
All right, half guard position for him here, and I can hear Dominic Cruz in the back of my head just screaming about underhooks somewhere.
Yeah, he loved, but he's right? He's so right in terms of if you're on your back in the half guard, one thing you can't be is flat on your back. You need to be up on an elbow.
Right.
You need to be half on the side, and you need to control the far side underhook. It is a battle for underhook when you're fighting in the half guard position on the mat. Oh, he got to the spot.
Posture and look for those heavy shots now.
Good work from the top here by Covington.
That was nice.
Oh, and another punch on the ground gets through. May need some defense here. All right, half guard position here, DC. You have an extra hop in your step when you talk about fighters working out of this half guard.
Oh, man. I like half guard as a top fighter. I understand half guard as a bottom fighter. Don't want to be there. It's very dangerous. But if you are there, you have to be winning the position of the underhook. It opens up so many opportunities for you to either escape or sweep. Take it for a run.
Beautiful job by Covington to get inside and ultimately to get the takedown.
I mean, even when he's striking, he's always thinking about the takedown. I know I've referred to the Lawler fight on a number of occasions, but even in that fight, when he threw 400 strikes, he attempted 20 takedowns.
Right.
I mean, this is a guy that wants to wrestle early and wants to wrestle often. You can't take all those unanswered strikes. They don't have to be that damaging.
Yeah.
You just gotta move.
Nice movement to avoid some of those strikes from the top.
Close the guard.
Well, he's worked very hard on this part of his game, and these ground strikes are really starting to take their toll. Usman's in half guard. And there it is, another strike on the ground gets through. Usman's right back to the full mount here. Nicely done. Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Usman. Oh, another strike lands from the top. All right, operating inside the closed guard now.
That guillotine is tight. Good job by the champ there. Sliding back out.
Lands the ground and pound strike here. Well, defense doesn't always win championships in MMA, but how about the submission defense tonight, thwarting one attempt after the next?
Yeah, and the fact that he's just constantly under attack tells you he was very prepared for the type of fighter that he was in front of. He knew there would be some submissions coming his way. He was ready to defend them, and he has done that beautifully. He passes to half guard. Great submission defense on display tonight.
Striking pretty well from the bottom here. Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Usman. All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. Drops down inside the now closed guard of his opponent.
Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
Usman's able to transition back to side control now.
great shots from the top position.
2 rounds in the books.
Excellent work. That's what I'm talking about right there. He cannot stop your shot, okay? So you're gonna go out there and you're gonna keep taking him down, okay? This time.
All right, a lot of high-level striking action in that last round. Daniel, take us through it, if you will.
Tit for tat. Who has the best chin? It seemed as though they were looking for that answer. Both guys took risk. What a fantastic round.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, here we go with this 3rd round of this championship fight. All right, here we go. Next round is underway. The previous round figures to be a tough act to follow. Just a great balancing job of patience, accuracy, and aggressiveness.
You watch him and you see the relaxation in his approach. Everything is flowing. The shoulders are popping. The feints come out. The jabs, the right hand, everything just seems to be clicking. He was in the zone. Sometimes basketball players say they're throwing the basketball into the garbage can. In the first round, it looked like he was in the zone.
DC can't throw the ball in the ocean.
I can't throw the ball into the ocean.
You got a pretty good 15 feet.
I got a good jump shot. Come on.
Trying to guard pass here. Not today.
No, it ain't happening. Good job understanding the transition.
Posturing up now.
And now the damage is about to start. Beautiful ground and pound. And it looks like he has a cut now.
Let's go. Get him off you. Get him off.
Yes, smart adjustment. Yep.
Covington getting work here from the top. You don't want to take too many more of these ground and pound strikes. Well, now you see some visible damage on the side underneath the elbow. He told us he was going to invest in the body, and he hasn't missed a whole lot tonight.
You didn't expect him to do it this effectively. He's done a fantastic job of following the game plan.
Win the scramble. Win the scramble.
Just over 3 minutes to go in round 3.
Keep on your side.
Yep, got it.
An elbow! And very effective with the ground and pound. Good work from the top here by Usman.
He's very accurate in the ground and pound, and it's showing because he's landing so consistent.
This is some exhausting work, man.
I mean, it is so tiring to be fighting in this way. So much wrestling, so much grappling, expending all this energy trying to hold the guy down. I mean, no takedown is not fought. No reversal is not fought. Everything they're doing is fought to the very last minute before it gets given up.
Really good job to land these strikes from top position. And there it is, another strike gets through on the ground. Oh, these are some serious power punches from the top by Kamaru Usman. Inside the closed guard now.
I mean, he went right into his full guard. What does he do to try to advance himself to give him more of an advantage on the mat? Lands a nice punch from his back.
Usman going to work here from guard. Nice combination there. Everything he throws is with fight-ending intentions.
Massive shot from the top.
All right, the referee not seeing enough action there. We go back to the center of the octagon now.
Gets to the single collar tie.
Both fighters hanging down in the pocket and both landing.
short time now in the round.
Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense? Relentless pressure from the top by Usman. All right, half guard form here, and a lot of offensive options, I would think, at his disposal.
Oh, he's got a ton of options. He has submission options, but I believe the safest option for him here is going to be to use his ground and pound. Build a base, posture up, throw big strikes, get back in position, build posture again, throw big strikes, and just really wear him down with a really secure position in half guard.
Final seconds of round 3. Ground and pound, the hammer Mark Coleman would be proud. And how much more can he take? Usman's able to make a nice transition there, back into side control.
All right, man. Listen to me. We're losing this one. You know we're losing this one. You got to go out there and give me everything you got. You know.
All right, so for one fighter, the round mercifully comes to an end as we look back at some of the action. What a display of ground and pound.
It's his calling card. It's exactly what he's known for. He's known as a brutal ground and pound fighter, and he showed you just then why he's known as that in the MMA sphere. He's the guy that if he gets you down, he will dominate you with positioning and brutal, nasty ground and pound.
Fourth round, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, so here we go. You can feel the tension. Fourth round is underway. We'll see who has the upper hand.
You feel it inside of the arena. The fighters feel it inside of the octagon. It's palpable. The energy is crazy because you understand that in the next 10 minutes, someone's going to get a belt strapped around their waist. It's amazing.
Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Covington.
There it is. Now he's going to mount. Now he's got good body position. Yup. Nice transition.
Ground and pound strike there now. Again, not much defense there. Another ground strike gets through. Covington's back in full mount. All right, just as we saw a few seconds ago, he finds the home for another ground and pound strike.
Beautiful punch lands there from inside the guard.
All right, half guard now. Not a fighter you want in half guard against you. For the bottom fighter, what does he need to do?
He needs to secure his underhook. He's got to be fighting for underhook. One of the most key things you can do as a bottom fighter stuck in half guard is try to frame. You frame and push your opponent away from you. By pushing him away from you, he will then want to come back into you.
Right.
It's like when I push you back, you want to go forward. So as he comes forward, hand goes off the face, let it slip into an underhook, build up to your elbow, then go chase your single leg. This is high-level grappling, John, from a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt named Daniel Cormier.
3 minutes to go.
This is a terrible position.
And there's the elbow from the top by Covington. Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. Covington's back in full mount. Well, he grounded him, and now he's trying to pound him out. Great ground strikes here. These ground strikes really started to add up. There's another one.
Look at him attack that arm triangle on the opposite side. When it's time to finish, he will lock his hands, pass his body all the way to the opposite side, drop his chest to get all the way down to his opponent's neck.
Working on Ezekiel choke, and he somehow gets out.
He just had to stay patient. It's so unfamiliar. If you panic, you're going to get submitted. He didn't panic.
Oh, shades of the godfather of the ground and pound, Mark Coleman, as he lands again.
Coley somewhere smiling, watching this guy land from the top position.
Under 2 minutes now to go.
That was a slick transition. On to the mount.
right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. Gonna try to take his opponent's back here, and he does.
Get on his back now.
A lot of top pressure being applied here. Covington's right back to the full mount. Oh, the ground and pound is there. Covington's eye is closing up now. Not good for him.
Let's go, let's go. We got 1 minute left in the round.
In the half guard.
Outstanding pressure from top position here by Covington.
Nice move. Hey, keep your head up. Straight back. Straight back. Keep your
30 seconds in the round.
those elbows.
Oh,
Usman's in half guard.
now he's going full mount. Great submission defense.
20 minutes down, potentially 5 to go.
All right, calm down. Listen to me. You are not setting up your shots. This is it. This is the last round. You got to start setting up your shots right now. This is your last shot.
Well, if you're the replay guy, a lot to like in that previous round. A lot of damage being inflicted.
Yeah, I mean, and look at the swelling now, John. He wasn't doing what he needed to do to move his head, and he's paying for it. You cannot allow for an elite-level mixed martial artist to connect at that rate and think that you will not be wearing the damage. He's wearing it now. I'm interested to see what changes he makes to give himself an opportunity.
You ready to fight? Ready.
It is the 5th and final round. All right, nice job there by the corner after that previous round as our next round gets underway, and their fighter is undeterred. He was close on the submission in the previous round. He's going to get right back to it.
He's like a dog on a bone. He's going to continue to attack, attack, attack until he eventually gets what he wants. He's doing a really good job putting himself in position.
Well, this is a tough fighter to buck off. Very good pressure and work here by Covington.
Right, posture, posture, posture.
Oh, nice.
Covington's right back to the full mount here. Pretty good ground and pound by him here. He told us on Thursday he needed to be more effective in these situations. Certainly effective tonight.
Many people have gone away from this style of fighting. This man has embraced it, and you are seeing why he's one of the best that we've seen do it in a long time. Getting the mount here.
Well, this is exactly what you like to see. Nice combination of ground and pound punches. Outstanding pressure and activity by Covington. Landing strikes nicely here from top position. Man, he's killing it on the ground. Another strike gets through. Oh, he's got it locked in.
He's got that arm triangle deep.
Oh, and now he gives up on the submission.
Right to the knee on belly.
All right, trying to pass here. As Glover Teixeira might say, not today.
Not today. Great job of following with the hips, keeping those legs locked and keeping them in full guard.
Under 3 minutes now to go in the fight.
Changing the position.
Oh, how about that transition to top position? Beautiful work by Covington. All right, he's got side control here, DC. You know, he's got a lot of different submissions in his arsenal once this fight gets to the ground. Nice positional control here.
Work those hips.
All right, DC, half guard position here. You've done a lot of good work in this spot in your career.
Oh, man, I love this position. And you see this fighter today loves it, too. It is the most secure position in fighting. You get an underhook on one side, you keep a half guard on the other, and then you just go to work. It's the safest position, especially for a wrestler.
Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Kamaru Usman.
Another ground and pound strike lands for this man.
Usman going to work here from the full guard. Nice combination of strikes, mixing it up pretty well here. Fighter trying to pass here, but gets denied.
Gets denied. Great job, great recognition of seeing what your opponent was trying to do.
90 seconds to go in the fight. All right, late in the fight now, DC. The submission specialist clearly is going to be on the wrong end of the scorecards if we get there.
You got to get going. It does not matter if you get reversed from the top. It does not matter if you get your guard passed. You got to just start throwing up submissions and hope by causing action you can latch onto something.
He's got him hurt here.
Right back.
1 minute to decide this one. Covington ground and pound from half guard. Hard to win MMA fights off of your back, but these strikes are useful from the bottom.
Nice.
Working in half guard here, making these shots count.
And there you go, again, half guard.
Now drops inside that closed guard, DC.
Full guard. Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
Lands the ground and pound strike. Man, another one lands. He's trying to pound his opponent's head through the canvas. Hammer fist here by Covington. Trying to pass the guard here, but a nice jump. Oh, and there's the final horn. We go to the scorecards. One of the greatest fights that we have seen all year. The official decision is in. It resides with Bruce.
We go to the judges' scorecards for decision. For the winner by majority decision, and new undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, Colby Covington.
A lot of dominant portions throughout that fight for the welterweight contender, Colby Covington.